Hi class, this is Mr. Olson. The focus of today's lesson is on food labels and food allergies. For this lesson, you will need a pen or a pencil, a piece of paper, and your health folder. Please take a moment to get your materials organized by clicking the pause button. Okay, boys and girls, let's get started. When you see the words food labels and food allergies, what things come to mind? Please take a moment and write down some ideas on a blank piece of paper. Remember to click the pause button, otherwise this presentation will keep going. When I see the words food labels and food allergies, I think of serving size, calories, nutrients, percent daily value, milk, eggs, wheat, shellfish, and 911. Together, these concepts will be the focus of today's lesson. Lesson objectives. As a result of listening to this presentation, you will come to understand the following. What do food labels tell us? Why should we read food labels? What are food allergies? And what should we do in case of a food allergy emergency? In this slide, we are going to discuss the key term, food labels. Food labels provide information about the nutritional content inside a package of food. All food manufacturers are required by law to provide specific information about the food you are buying to help you make informed, healthy decisions. However, before you can make these healthy decisions, you must know what to look for on a food label. The big question. What do food labels tell us? Well, this depends on what part of the label you are looking at and trying to understand. In the next slide, we will discuss the different parts of a food label and what they all mean. This food label is broken down into 5 major areas, which are highlighted in different colors: green, blue, yellow, gray, red, and purple. Let's begin with the green area, or serving size. The green area shows the amount in one serving and total servings in the package. Remember, serving size is a specific amount or helping of food, which is different from portion control. The blue area. The blue area shows the nutrients you need to limit. Trans fat is a new addition to food labels because saturated fat, like butter, raises cholesterol levels and increases the risk for heart disease. In this label, there are 0 grams of trans fat, which is a good thing. The yellow area. The yellow area tells which vitamins and minerals are present. In this label, we see vitamin A at 2%, calcium at 0%, vitamin E at 6%, etc. The gray area. The gray area shows how much of certain nutrients a person should eat each day. In this label, for example, 65 to 80 grams of total fat should be consumed based on a 2,000 or 2,500 calorie diet. The red area. The red area shows how much of the recommended amount of a nutrient is in a serving. For instance, we see total fat is listed at 17%. The purple area. Finally, the purple area shows the number of calories in one serving and how many calories come from fat. In this food label, there are 170 calories total, and 110 come from fat. As you can see from the picture and the colors highlighted, this is how you read a food label. Now that we understand how to read food labels, the next big question is, why should we read food labels to begin with? Simply stated, food labels tell us three things. First, how to make healthy choices, as shown in the picture on the right. And second, how to monitor food and calorie intake, i.e. percent daily value, which is based on a 2,000 calorie diet. As a side note, percent daily value is the total amount of calories an average adult should have each day. This, of course, is contingent upon their height, weight, gender, and physical activity levels. The last important thing that food labels communicate is food allergies, which we will discuss in the next slide. In summary, if anyone should ask you, why are you reading a food label? You can simply say, this is why. In this slide, we are going to discuss what is a food allergy and what are some examples of food allergies. A food allergy is an allergic reaction to a certain type of food or foods. For example, milk, wheat, eggs, tree nuts, soy, fish, and shellfish. All of these are considered triggers for food allergies. Now that we know what type of foods trigger food allergies, the next big question surrounds emergencies. Therefore, what should we do in case of a food allergy emergency? Well, there are two major answers to this question. First, recognize that you or a friend is having an allergic reaction. That can be identified by rashes on the skin, sneezing or runny noses, vomiting, or excessive coughing. The second answer lies in calling 911 immediately. On a side note, usually an EpiPen is delivered if a food allergy emergency is suspected. EpiPens serve as a bridge between the time the food allergy begins and more advanced medical care can be given. In closing, please complete the handout on food labels and food allergies. It will be due next class. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at eolson@freehold.twelve.nj.us. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this presentation.